Thank you, Feasel and Puexel. And with that, here is Portal with alexh0we.
Drop twitch.tv/SGDQ from the server.
This is too hard.
What does that console command do?
Oh, it's great. Don't
it
worry
say?
about it.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Unknown command.
Am I on screen now?
We are very live right now.
Oh, hi. All right, so time is going to start as soon as my crosshair appears, so it's not right away. So I'll give a little bit of countdown before it happens. Normally we're not actually in here. We normally do a thing called vault save, but that's cheating, so we're not doing it. Timing will start about now. All right. So this is inbounds. Quick definition of the category is that you are not allowed to put your camera or portals out of bounds. And everything else is fair game, essentially. But I'm going to quickly introduce my couch. There is Ace of Spades. He is the glitchless world record holder, also a very good inbounds runner. There's my evil twin brother from the future, alexh0we. Say hello.
Hello.
Ace also say hello.
Hi.
And then there's Rob, Perp. He's just there. Hi.
Hello.
Anyway, the first thing we're going to be doing in this run is the movement ABH, which you may have seen in Half-Life 2, accelerated backhopping. How it works is when Valve wanted to patch out bunny hopping from the source engine, they made it so the game pushes you backwards if you go too fast. So it just keeps giving you negative speed, which if you look backwards just ends up making you go faster. So we're going to be doing that right here, trying to get to the end of chamber 0 here. All right. Very good. Ace told me I wasn't going to get that. And, oh.
I mean, if it was me up there, I would have.
Yeah, probably not.
Chamber gives me flashbacks.
So yeah, alexh0we loves this game. This is his favorite speedrun, favorite video game. Everything about it is perfect to him. I don't know why he's not up here doing this, in all honesty. Here I'm going to be trying to do a trick called BSG. It's probably not going to work because it's very computer-based, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Essentially, this radio that we're holding is pushing us off of this button if we are save loading with correct timing. We did get it, wow.
Wow. I am impressed, to say the least.
I am so happy I got that, actually. Oh, my God. Essentially, what that does is it lets you skip a sequence where you get a cube, put it on the button, and go in there. In an in-game time run, which is what we normally do, it saves about 13 seconds. In real time, it probably only saves like 6 or something. But anyway, this is chamber 2. We're going to be waiting a little bit here, so I'm going to explain the 2 tricks we're going to be doing a majority of the time in the run. The first one's called edge glitch, where when you get stuck on a portal by standing on top of it or to the side of it when it's open, the game will put your model on the other end of the portal while keeping your camera on the same end of the portal. If we save and load in this state, we get into a state called save glitch, which is completely inbounds and allowed in every instance, by the way. So we're going to be using that to do a lot of skips throughout the game. It's a very broken glitch that is pretty much the defining factor of this game. So we get save glitched right here, and then we're going to be jumping in an elevator. Let's actually get save glitched this time. Very good start. So we're going to get save glitched here. There we actually are this time. And we're going to be shooting through the floor of the elevator, and then we're going to be shooting through the floor here, and now we're in chamber 3. So that's fun. That skips the elevator. That skips the elevator going from chamber 2 to chamber 3. It saves about 6 seconds. That's the first of many save glitches in this run. Basically, we do a save glitch wherever it is useful at this point, thanks to a bunch of recent reroutes that are new and haven't been seen before at GDQ. So hopefully we can show off some cool stuff. This is the first save glitch ever really found. Just lets you walk through that wall there because you're back at the orange portal, and also it makes doors not have collision. It's pretty nice. Funny thing is that back in the olden days of like 2013, 2012 even, 2 people, Zimbabwe and Silly JHF, basically said the current definition of the category, which I said before, and in their eyes it was what ruined inbounds for them, but makes the category really neat for me because save glitching is really cool. We can't really do anything here, we just have to wait for GLaDOS to stop talking. So just kind of have to mess around for a bit, nothing really interesting to do.
The reason he's firing these random portals, like seemingly random portals through the floor when doing the save glitch is that your actual position depends on where the 2 portals that you're using to save glitch are, and any minor misstep can cause you to fall infinitely out of bounds. So in order to remain in bounds, you need to be incredibly careful.
Yeah, it's very easy to mess up save glitches in this game. A lot of being good at this game is having really good execution and being able to do all these save glitches fairly easily. It's pretty easy to mess up save glitches when they're fairly long. Like later in the game, they get really crazy, and a slightly bad angle can mean you won't be able to shoot where you want to at the very end, or you'll end up shooting a portal out of bounds, which invalidates your run, essentially, unless you reload a save. You may notice with this map that we don't actually do puzzles. You can just kind of jump to the end of them by doing some neat physics flings. Valve didn't really think when they made some of these. However, some of them, they were intentional in how you didn't have to do anything. I'm not doing ABH over Goo, I'm sorry. Please don't yell at me.
I'm disappointed.
Everyone hates me in the Portal community now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm not going to...
Yeah.
That's a very hard trick, ABH over Goo, that I didn't do there. It saves like 2 seconds where you basically just do one ABH from the elevator into this elevator. It's really, really hard, probably the hardest thing you can do in this run at the moment. Chamber 9, we're going to be shooting a portal in between this door here. Hopefully it doesn't fizzle. Okay, can we fit? Nice.
Make no attempt to solve it.
And we're just going to continue to Chamber 10. The game's going to get a little bit more interesting once we get the orange portal gun very soon here. And then we're going to be doing save glitches all over the place. It'll be very neat. Anyway. Chamber 10, there is another ridiculously hard strike called door launch. Do you want to explain it, Ace?
So basically, you're trying to AFH here, which is the same thing as ABH, and you're trying to get enough speed so that whenever you hit this little lip of the door there, you can launch yourself all the way into the elevator without having to wait for these panels to come out. It's super difficult to get, though, and I don't really know anyone who can actually get it consistently.
It's pretty much impossible to get consistently because you need to get near tick perfect. A tick is basically a frame. AFHs, or else you won't have enough speed to make it up.
Yeah. You need 3 perfect hops, and then to angle yourself correctly when you hit the door. It's not something that's consistent, but it's a nice little 10-second bonus if you do get it.
All right, here, oh, that was not good enough. We just did an AFH there to get the orange portal gun immediately, and now we're going to be doing a neat save glitch here. This save glitch is one of the first really big ones in the run that has a lot of complicated shots. Once you get the orange portal gun, it's a lot more free that you can save glitch wherever you want do all these crazy things. So we just skipped Chamber 11 and 12. We didn't go in 12 at all because that's slow. No one wants to do that.
I forgot there was a Chamber 12, to be honest.
You've run glitchless. You remember Chamber 12 was there. Yep. Cube throw also out of bounds, by the way.
Friendly reminder.
We would be doing a save glitch here, but it's slower RTA. So we're gonna be doing this cube threat here. Thanks. This is out of bounds. I'm sorry. SGDQ basically made that out of bounds like 2 years ago, but no one really cares. It was 4 years ago, more like. Because SGDQ hates fun.
I'm from the old generation of Portal. All right.
Yeah, you run cool categories like inbounds, no out of bounds.
Yeah. This is inbounds. I run inbounds, no out of bounds, which is inbounds that stays inbounds and doesn't go out of bounds.
There's another category to this run called Inbounds Legacy, where a lot of the time in this category, our model goes out of bounds, but not our camera, and our camera's the only thing that really matters. In Legacy Inbounds, you're not allowed to put your model out of bounds, and you're also not allowed to do anything really save glitch related. So it's basically just that category that the old people who don't like save glitching run. We're going to be doing another save glitch here. This one is pretty easy to follow because you kind of just follow your portal all the time. It's pretty fun. It's going to be doing all this. Nice. Let's try that again. There we go. Interesting. All right, that was a little rough, but anyway. Now we're at the end of here. We're just going to be flinging ourselves into the elevator instead of doing a puzzle. And then we're going to be doing the 16, which is one of the more interesting chambers in the run because you actually do a lot more in the chamber than you really need to because we want to skip on a large portion of Chamber 17. So first, we're just going to be quickly setting up a little portal bump here. You want to quickly explain portal bump? Someone? Anyone?
So portal bumping, basically, if you place your portals in a specific way, you can get a portal just placed through a wall, because Valve programmed this game very well. And you can use that to skip GLaDOS' voice line here, and not have to wait for it to open the door.
Yeah, so here we're doing a specific save glitch where we're going to be getting a portal under the elevator leading from 16 to 17. We want to get this turret under the elevator because this turret is actually considered a box by Valve. They wanted you to be able to use the turrets in this chamber to push down a button. So that turret is actually named box in like the game's code, which will let us use it to push down a button. So we're going to be using that to skip a majority of Chamber 17 here, if we can just get over there. So we're going to be doing a really hard glass jump here. Hopefully I can get it pretty quickly. I messed up. Messed up again. I'm not close enough. Oh, this is hard. Don't worry about it. I'll get it eventually.
This trick is very hard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this is one of the harder jumps in the run still. I don't do a setup for it because I'm too cool for that. Everyone else does like a double jump thing. There we go.
All right.
wow, the turn
And the turret
was
came
like
through.
right there.
Yeah, you don't need to do anything with the companion cube. It just chills there for the rest of however long this facility's here. So all you people who love the companion cube, you don't have to be sad that it's gone. It will stay with us forever. Yay. Chamber 18 is another save glitch. A lot of these recent ones, like the 1 in 16 and this one, were discovered by a dude named Zy Martin. He's done a lot of routing in the recent years with this game and is responsible for a lot of the more recent things that have made save glitch a thing, a more prevalent thing, I should say, in the run. So thanks to him, we were able to bring down this game instead of it being like a 12-minute roughly run with almost a perfect run. The current record isn't like incredibly optimal, and it's currently in 11:13 by a guy named Biwix. So shout out to that guy. All right, you can read like a donation or two because there's not really much to do here.
All right, we have a $6 donation from Pastel. Hey Alex, so proud of you and all the progress you've made in the past while as a person and a runner. Loved watching your stream on the grind, and thanks for all the endless hours of entertainment and laughter. You've pushed me to reach goals and shown that you really can do anything.
All right, don't have time for another sorry, but anyway, thank you, Kyle. We're going to be doing a quick thing called LAG here, where essentially when you have a portal on an angled surface and you jump through it, you kind of get stuck, and the game wants you to get unstuck, so it uses something really complicated called the unstuck code, which will teleport you horizontally throughout the map. We use that to get over to that place to set up another save glitch so we can get up here to set up another lag, which will let us get to the very end of this map. I
Wow,
got that
first try.
Woo! This is actually a really solid run. Wow. Now we're in EOO. This is the escape section of the run where GLaDOS basically tries to burn us because she wants us to be dead because we're too good at using portals. We don't want to die, so we are trying to escape the facility, essentially, at this point. This is the first part of that map. Of that sequence, I should say, where we're just going to be doing a bunch of portal peaks. This one is fairly not glitched compared to everything else, but next chamber we're going to be getting right back to a save glitch, and that is probably the hardest one of the run that we're going to be doing, so hopefully we can get it first try. So EO1 here, Escape 01. We're going to be setting up a save glitch, a pretty specific one. This one is probably the most recently discovered and used in the inbounds route, also discovered by Zy Martin. We have to do a bunch of very specific shots here, and there's a high chance that this won't work just because of how ridiculously specific it is. All these angles I'm shooting at are fairly precise, and if I miss them, I have potential to not actually make it, but I did, so they're cool. All right, last map of the run here. We're coming to a close already. This game's really short. We're going to be doing something called AAG, which is the same thing as LAG, basically, except it's done with an acute angle, and it teleports you vertically as well. Door troll? No door troll. Let's go. Door troll is something that can sometimes happen either if you mistime it or the game just hates you. It doesn't really have any reason to happen, but we're going to be doing another one here because we want to go see GLaDOS, but unfortunately, it's kind of hard. There we go. We're in GLaDOS' room now. We're going to bring a turret with us to give her as a present. And the turret just shoots the cores off of her, so we don't have to do that whole sequence of like firing missiles at herself, because that's really slow. It takes like a minute and a half. We can just do this fight pretty much instantly. So yeah, we're going to be coming up on time like 7 seconds here or something like that, so get ready with that. So 3, 2, 1, and nope, never mind.
The cores.
No, hold on. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for this. Don't worry about it. All right, and time.
There we go.
All right, I'm gonna be trying to do a thing here. There we go. It's right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There it is.
Nice. I have to do this fairly quickly. I'm trying to get to the room that everyone goes to after they do runs of this game because what else is there to do? What was my time, by the way? Ooh, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good considering how bad 17 went. Yeah, we're going out of bounds now because the run's over. Oh, we're not going to be able to do it. That sucks.
Unfortunate.
What I was going to do there was if you go down there, you get to go to where the cake is. And I was going to do something that soft locks the game, where you put a cube on top of the cake, which causes the candle to not be able to go out. But yeah, I could show it off still if we have time, but it's kind of long to set up, so we can't. Anyway, that was Portal Inbounds. That's a very broken run. Thank you all for having me. I appreciate it. It's a very fun run to get into. Shout out to all the Source Runs guys once again for helping me get here and everything. Thank you so much, everybody, and good luck to the future runners.